What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily Rewind. This is where we go back a week, give you all of the past 7 days of tech news in one single video. And this week, I'm telling you, we had basically official news about the discontinuation of the Note series and information about the Note series, what's the future of it, about the Galaxy Z Fold 3, where SPen is gonna lie. Is it gonna be on the S line, the Z Fold line, the Z Flip line, the any line? It's all in here. Very awesome week of tech news. Enjoy this week. We'll see you in the next one. Let's get into the tech news. As you can see, I'm releasing this early video super early in the day just because of how big this story is. Now, this came to light from me through Twitter. First, I got a message from my buddy Adam, who's over at Tech Odyssey, showing me a tweet from the great Max Weinbach, who says, as you can see right here, apparently Samsung officially confirmed the S21 Ultra and Z Fold 3 have SPen, along with the discontinuation of the Note series. And he retweeted a tweet from Cozy Plains, who I've used in the past from my news stories, and he put up an article where all of this stuff has originated, which is ajunws.com. Which is a Korean article, or Korean whatever newspaper or whatever technology site or news site, and they go into great depths of what is going on here. So let's jump into this. So they're saying Samsung Electronics confirmed the release of the new foldable Galaxy Z Fold 3, tentative name, in June. So June 2021, the Galaxy Z Fold 3 will come out, and started developing final samples for mass production. The Galaxy Z Fold 3 is developed as a premium smartphone that combines the latest terminal technologies of Samsung Electronics, such as the SPen and UDC, also known as under display camera. According to Samsung Group official on the 22nd, Samsung Electronics decided to release the Z Fold 3 in June next year, earlier last week, and entered the final test to confirm the specifications of the mass-produced handset. Samsung Electronics has confirmed that the Z Fold 3 will be equipped with the SPen, a feature of the existing Note series. Beyond simply mounting the SPen, it has the character of a terminal that replaces the Notebook series by adding the SPen slot to store the SPen in the product. So before I jump in further, it sounds like the Z Fold 3 will have the SPen inserted into the phone like the Note did. As the SPen technology is applied to the Z Fold 3 and S21 Ultra, the Note series will be discontinued. So let that simmer a little bit, saying that since they're going to put the SPen in the Z Fold 3 physically and on the S21 Ultra on the outside, they're going to completely discontinue the Note. The Note will be no more as of right now, so we should not be seeing another Note phone at the end of 2021 like we normally would have seen. Further on, they said Samsung Display and its subsidiary Daewoo developed and delivered the second generation UTG ultra thin glass with its own cover glass technology, making it possible to realize the plan to mount the SPen on the Z Fold 3, aka being able to use the SPen on the Z Fold 3. UDC is a technology that allows you to take pictures without a camera hole by placing a camera under the OLED screen. Samsung plans to apply a special technology that allows light to pass through and take pictures by spreading the gap between pixels in the part where the front camera is placed. So just to go over everything one more time, Galaxy Z Fold 3 will have SPen. It sounds like the SPen will be inserted into the phone from what I can gather. This is translated from Korean to English, so maybe it's lost in translation, but ultimately SPen support will be coming to it. We've heard that before. June will be the release date. That's like 6-7 months away. Very, very close. Also, you're looking at under display camera. So you will not see the camera, whatever my Z Fold 2 is. And we've heard this before too, but it adds a little bit more firepower. We will not see the camera on the screen there. It's going to be completely gone, just be all display. Also, it's going to feel like glass all the way through with this phone. It's not going to feel like plastic like it has kind of in the past, and that's going to make it work with the SPen. Also, we've heard S21 Ultra per this article will have SPen support. And then lastly, the biggest, I think, takeaway from this is that the Note 21 will not come out and the Note series overall is discontinued. Let's jump into the tech news. Now we have some spring cleaning to do, even though it's like November at this point, but we have some cleanups to do from yesterday. There was a bunch of news stories yesterday that I released about the Galaxy Note 21, the Z Fold, and all of that stuff. And it was translated from an article from Korea into English. And I think some of the words got lost in translation. But we have some, good news and bad news about the Note 21, and then some, again, some little bit of spring cleaning with the Z Fold 3 and all that stuff. So let's jump into this. This first tweet comes from Cozy Plains, and in the tweet, Cozy Plains is saying that Samsung Galaxy S21 series fact check. And he says S21 Ultra will support an SPen, which is what we've heard. S21 Ultra will not have a slot for the SPen. The S21 series will feature an edge display, so it's going to be curved displays, or at least slightly curved. S21 series will not have a flat display, and that's kind of been going back and forth with the rumors being the S21 and S21 Plus will be flat, and then the S21 Ultra will be curved. But now it sounds like all of them are going to be curved, just slightly different variations of how much they are curved. The only real takeaway from this is that potentially, like I said, that all the S21s are going to have some kind of curvature to them. Maybe not as curved as the S21 Ultra, but some kind of curve. Not a big deal to me. I would like it to be flat, I'll be honest with you. I do like flat displays, but I know there's people on both sides that like it curved, like it flat.
That's what she said.
And the last story of the day is going to make some people very happy, some people still be upset. But generally, it's going to make, I think, most people happy. And it's about the Galaxy Note 21 series. And yesterday we talked about the Note 21 being discontinued. Now, the bad news is it's going to be discontinued still from this rumor that we're hearing from Cozy Plains. Again, it'll be discontinued, but when is it going to be discontinued? The tweet, here it is. Samsung Note fact check. There will be a Note phone release in September. The discontinuation of the Note series will be after the 2021 release. The Note 20 release in 2021 will be held with the Z Fold 3 event. The main feature of the event will be the Z Fold 3. So when we read into that, there's a couple of takeaways that we can talk about from yesterday into today. So yesterday it sounded like the Note 21 was completely not going to come out, completely discontinued. Note 21 sounds like it will come out, but after the Note 21, that line of phones will be discontinued. And that the Z Fold 3, there was, in the article it said, it sounded like it anyway from translation, that the Z Fold 3 would be launched in June. From what he's saying, doesn't sound like that. It sounds like it's gonna come out in September, August, September, and that's generally when it comes out anyway. So all of that makes a little bit more sense at this point. Let's get into the tech news. I only have one story today, and I'll have a story that's talked about a little bit today and that carries over tomorrow. And the reason that I'm not going to talk about the other story today is that I need to gather more information about it because there's a lot of information out there, and I just wanted to get as much as I could, and I ran out of time today due to being busy with the holiday, which is Thanksgiving tomorrow. So, and being busy with my son and all that. So I've only got one story today, but it's juicy. I love juice. And it's all about the Galaxy Z Fold 3. Obviously the Galaxy Z Fold 2 has a 7.6 inch inside display, right? Check out this tweet. Now there's two tweets here from Mari QHD. And the first one basically just says he's talking about the Z Flip and as the 6.7 inch one. So we'll go with that. So I'll say the Z Flip at 6.7 inches. And again, we'll talk more about that tomorrow. And the Z Fold 3 at 7.9 inches with ultra thin glass and SPen. June, July release date, which is what we heard initially. And then we heard yesterday was probably going to be, August or September. So that's where we're left at now. Now, the two takeaways from this, obviously, because we've heard about the SPen, we've heard about ultra thin glass, is 7.9 inches. So now it's going to be 0.3 inches larger than what we have currently. And you're going to say, where are they going to put that? Because there's really no bezel on here for the most part. So I don't think they're going to make the bezels even thinner or like less. I think it's actually just going to be a bigger phone overall. And to me, it doesn't bother me. As long as I have a pop socket or something that makes the phone easier to hold, completely fine with that. Now, when you make the inside display bigger, especially 0.3 inches, you would also think, since it's going to be a little bit wider of a phone, and we don't know this information yet, the outside display would most likely also be larger. And I would have to assume, this is going to go from what, 6.23 inches to probably maybe 6.5 inches, 6.6 inches, which is definitely something I am interested in, because right now the phone is just, I almost never use it. It's too thin to use it like this. I can, but typing on it, I always make typos, and I already make a lot of typos anyway, but I make way more typos with this smaller display. And I don't really like doing anything on this smaller display either. So I'm always living in the larger display overall. So bigger outside display, inside display, and then, like I said, we don't know this yet, but I would assume also bigger outside display as well. Now, the other takeaway from this is the rumor is that they're going to release the phone earlier than they had in the past, because last year this phone came out in like August, September, that time frame, and it looks like this one, the Z Fold 3, is going to come out in June or July, which kind of makes sense because they're pushing up the release date, supposedly, of the Galaxy S21 series of phones to January or early February. So it makes sense that they're potentially pushing this up maybe a month earlier or two than expected. Now, I'm all for it because I love getting new devices, and I've said it in other videos, I say it now, that I cannot see myself ever going back to a traditional candy bar phone. I'm a fold guy. I love the big display. I love being able to transform it to a smaller one or a larger one, all within seconds of just using it. So that's what we're looking at right now. I know that the release date keeps flip-flopping, but I mean, everyone's got a rumor, everyone's, so honestly, who's completely right? We don't know. And I know some guys go like, oh, I'm always right, and no one's always right. But it is something just to get the word out, get the discussion going. And this is, to me, this is some of the most fun times of a device is the rumors and the information that comes out months ahead of time, sometimes a year ahead of time. And just to get that, it's the anticipation is amazing. I love it. Let's get into the tech news. Happy Thanksgiving if you're here in America and you celebrate Thanksgiving. It's probably maybe the second most popular holiday here in America. And it's a time of gathering and giving thanks, but mostly it's just really gathering with your family and friends and having turkey dinner. And that's really all it is. Stuffing, cranberry sauce, some kind of veggies in there, pie. That's usually that's really what Thanksgiving kind of has morphed in. Football, American football. Let's get into the news. But anyways, happy Thanksgiving. First story of the day is a really cool feature coming out for the Galaxy S21, and it's called Bixby Voice Unlock. And as you can see right here, it says exclusive. This comes from Sam Mobile. Galaxy S21 features to include Bixby Voice as a biometric option. And they do mention in the article that details of how it actually works are pretty sparse. If I had to guess, it sounds like something I would just say like, Samsung, unlock my phone, like something like that. Or hey Bixby, unlock my phone, something along those lines. Or maybe you'll have your own keyword that you say and it'll unlock your phone. That way you don't have to hold it up to your face or use your fingerprint or something like that. I'm all for this. I am not worried about this in the slightest. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Are you excited about this overall? It seems like a good way also to kind of get people intertwined into the Bixby ecosystem, especially since you're always unlocking your phone. If you can unlock it with your voice and you use that, it might make you use more Bixby features. Next up is about the Galaxy Z Fold 3. Is this what it's going to look like? This is like a made-up render. It doesn't mean it's going to look like this, but based off everything that we know so far about the phone, this is kind of what it sounds like it's going to look like. Do you like the look of it? I love it. I think it looks fantastic. Looks a lot like what we have now with the Galaxy Z Fold 2, but with no camera cutout and a little bit larger screen and then a little SPen. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And still speaking of the Z Fold 3, you might think about the price. Is it going to increase? Is it going to decrease? And the rumors so far, as you can see right here from Maori QHD, says Fold 3, same price at the moment. And not a big surprise. I kind of expect it to be in this price range for the foreseeable future until they at least get more millions and millions and millions of people to buy this phone so they can reduce the amount of parts costs and all of that come into effect. And also, they've only been making these for everybody over the last, what, 2 years at this point. So then you got running into manufacturing things. So as this matures, it should, hopefully anyway, reduce in price. And the last story of the day, I promised you guys yesterday, if you watched my news about the Galaxy Z Flip 3, that I have a little bit more information about the phone, and drum roll, here we go. This tweet comes from Cozy Plains, and he's saying, confirmed, Galaxy Z Flip 3 is going to have 3 external cameras. It's going to have 1 selfie camera without under display camera. So you'll see the camera cutout when you see the selfie camera on the screen. It's going to show there. It's not going to be under it. 2 times bigger external display compared to the first generation model. So that outside display again is going to be 2 times larger now. The inner display is going to be 6.7 inches, somewhere around that, with 120 hertz display, which is going to be better than what we had last time. We had 60, so now you're gonna get 120. Ultra thin glass, first gen of that, advanced. Smaller bezels, similar design language and weight versus generations, I guess 1 and 2, whatever you want to call it, and a bigger battery inside as well. So this sounds like it's more of an evolution versus a revolution for the new Galaxy Z Flip 3. You're not going to get this hugely differently designed phone. It's just like, sounds like it's better specs, better screen, you know, just things that you might like about the other one, but maybe you wanted them improved. You're gonna get that with this. If you're expecting something radically different, you're not gonna get that. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day is a little update from yesterday. Yesterday we talked about the Galaxy Z Flip 3, and we talked about the outside display being up to 2 times bigger external display. Now it looks like Ross Young yesterday also put in, this is after I put my news story up, that it's going to be bigger than the current, but less than 2 inches though. So what the update to that is Cozy Plains, as you can see above, said the display on the outside will allow you to see 1 or 2 more lines of text compared to the previous model, and end up being 1.1 inches again on that outside display, 1.1 inch outside display. So it's not going to be remarkably that much larger, but it will allow you to see a few more things on there. Bigger is better, right? Something cool has come to 8K TVs and YouTube, and as you can see from this tweet right here, XDA is saying 8K video playback is now available on YouTube for some Android TV models. So if you have an 8K TV and it has Android TV built into it, check to see if the YouTube app allows you to play 8K videos. I don't have an 8K TV, so I'm unable to try it, unfortunately, but we're here. The future's already here. You know, some people still don't even have 4K TVs and we're already at 8K. It's wild. I mean, do you need it? Yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna make stuff look better, but in the grand scheme of things, 4K still looks really, really nice. And the last story of the day is all about the Samsung Galaxy Buds. Remember, the next generation of Galaxy Buds, from what we've heard, is gonna be called the Galaxy Buds Beyond. It looks like that's probably just a code name. Every product that's been released always has a code name, like the new Google Chromecast with Google TV. The code name for it is Sabrina. So it looks like the real name for the next generation of Galaxy Buds is going to be the Galaxy Buds Pro, and we know that because it has just passed through certification in Indonesia, and it's also, the model number is SMR190, and the battery is going to be 472 milliamps for the case. We know a lot of stuff about this so far. It should have bigger, better sound versus anything else that's been released, and all these certifications lead us to believe that these headphones, or earphones I should say, are literally probably a month or 2 away from being released at this point, which would align them with the Galaxy S21 series of phones. Makes sense, and it looks like your next pair of buds are going to be called the Galaxy Buds Pro, and I hope it means they're going to be pro in every single way and be better in every single way versus any other buds they've ever released. Let's keep our fingers crossed, because when you put the name Pro, you have to stand up to that name. Let's get into the news. We have one story today, and it's about something we spoke about yesterday, which would be Samsung's next generation Galaxy Buds. Now they're going to be called the Galaxy Buds Pro, and I think with what we found out today, the name is fitting with what they're going to have, which is great to hear, because I think finally we probably have pretty much the perfect earbuds released by Samsung. So let's check out what we've heard today thus far. Now this comes from two places, basically. It comes from a blog, which I'll link down below, but I think the tweet is written a little bit better and easier to follow. So here we go. The tweet's from Cozy Plains and says confirmed to True Wireless Galaxy Buds Pro, tentative name, but that's from every story I've seen from other places as well. That's the name. So Galaxy Buds Pro, in-ear design, which meaning when they put in-ear design, it sounds like that it's going to have a different design versus the Galaxy Bud Beans and more look like what we've seen with the regular Galaxy Buds, the first and second generation. So you're not gonna see the Galaxy Buds Live had that bean design, and then the Galaxy Buds, regular ones, had the different design where it looked, generally what they look like for the past 2 years. It's gonna look more like that, which you can see on the screen as I've been talking. So it's gonna look more like that. Also, you're gonna get improved noise reduction. So active noise cancellation's been improved as well, and improved ambient mode. So overall, the noise reduction is going to be blocked out, meaning a lot of that outside noise that you could hear with the last 3 generations of Galaxy Buds, you're not going to get that so much here in this 4th version of the Galaxy Buds Pro. So Galaxy Buds Pro will block out a lot of that sound. You'll be locked into what you hear when you listen to your music and not hear so much when a car drives by or something like that. It's gonna block all of that noise out, not completely probably, but way more than it has in the past versions of this. Also, like we already know, SMR190 would be the model number, and then the case is gonna have a 472 milliamp battery, and then the batteries in the Buds as well is also supposed to be very similar to what we got with the Galaxy Buds Live. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day. As you know, tomorrow is Cyber Monday, at least here in the United States, and that means tech deals. And we've got a couple of tech deals for you. How about some Samsung Galaxy Buds right now on Amazon? And this should last over until tomorrow. You can get Samsung Galaxy Bud Pluses right now for $100, at least the black color, and then the red, white, and blue are $110, but again, as little as $99. And then if you want the Galaxy Buds Live, which is the newest incarnation of the Galaxy Buds True Wireless, and you can get those as low as $130 on the Mystic Black color, and then if you want, and white as well, and then if you want it in bronze or red, you can get it for $140. These deals are live right now, and they're linked in the description down below. And the last story of the day is about the Galaxy S21 Ultra and the Note 21. We talk about this a lot, and if you hear more, it's kind of like sounds the same. It's really just further confirmation and further, information going out to further drive in the point of what these phones are going to be all about. And this comes from ET News, and ET News is announcing that the S21 Ultra with SPen support, which is what we've been hearing, and the digitizer have started production, meaning they are being produced right now in the factories and will be shipped out in early 2021, probably in January or as late as February. So only like 1 or 2 months before this phone is out. And also they notate that the Note will be released only in one model. There wouldn't be multiple models of the Note coming out this year. We should only see one singular model for the Note 21, and that way Samsung can reduce the market share of the Note while increasing the foldables that will have S Pen support as well, building foldable support and S line support as well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every single day. My question out to you guys is, are you looking to buy anything for Cyber Monday? Let me know in the comments down below. I can't think of anything specific that I'm going to purchase. Definitely try to look for some, extra Christmas gifts for my family. If I see anything, I'll get it. But otherwise, I don't have any plans just yet to buy anything specific. Let me know what you guys are going to do. Thanks for watching. See you down the road. Peace.